She who is all of Maya, what can be perceived through the senses, conceived in the mind, or known through intuition and beyond. She who takes away the darkness. She who gives increase of perfect respect. She who is formidable, and she who is the cause of the dissolution of the subtle body into the causal body, welfare. She who manifests all qualities. She who is the lotus one. She who destroys the pride of the age of darkness. She who gives Christ to the one of matted hair. She who is the cause of taking away the darkness. She who is the mother of time, and she who is as radiant as the fires of time. She who wears matted hair. She who has a gaping mouth. She who is the ocean of the nectar of compassion. She who is the manifestation of Christ. She who is the supporter of Christ. She who is beyond grace. She who moves in Christ. She who is beyond all grace. She who is the giver of nourishment. She who is black, doer of all. She who is the distributor of the bliss of the doer of all. She who is the dark night of overcoming egotism. She who is the form of desire. She who cuts the bondage of desire. She who is like a dark cloud. She who supports all qualities. She who destroys the evils of the age of darkness. She who loves the worship of the ever-pure one. She who is the time of worship of the ever-pure one. She who is the bliss of feeding the ever-pure one. She who wears the form of the ever-pure one. She who roams in the forest of Kadamba trees. She who dwells in the forest of Kadamba trees. She who is satisfied with the flowers of Kadamba trees. She who wears a garland of the flowers of Kadamba trees. She who is young. She whose throat is dark, and she who is the disseminator of the subtle vibrations of darkness. She who drinks the nectar of the Kadamba fruit, then she who enjoys the nectar of the Kadamba fruit. She who holds a bowl made of skull. She who wears a garland of skulls. She who is pleased to sit on the lotus flower. She who sits on the seat of the lotus flower. She who is established in the middle space of the lotus. She who is intoxicated from the intoxication of the lotus. She who moves with the gait of a black swan. She who is the destroyer of iniquity. She who is the intrinsic nature of desire. She whose desire is the form of desires. She who reposes in the center of worship of desire. She who is desired. She who is all desires. She who is pleased with the quality of tenderness. She who has tender limbs. She who has a slender waist. She who is the cause of the nectar of satisfaction. She who is the cause of giving the perfect attainment of bliss. She who is the cause of the bliss of recitation. She who is the cause of the delight from offering. She who is the cause of moving in waves or cycles. She who is the cause of protecting vows. She who gives the intoxicating scent of musk to the deer. She who is the shining tilak of musk. She who rejoices in the worship with musk. She who is the beloved of the worship with musk. She who is the mother of the radiance of musk. She who delights deer with musk. She loves food cooked with musk. She who becomes extremely pleased from the offering of camphor. She who displays a garland covered by camphor. She who enjoys sandalwood mixed with camphor. She who gives the cause of joy with camphor. She who drinks the nectar with camphor. She who bathes in the ocean of camphor. She who dissolves in the ocean of camphor. She who loves the recitation of the Kurcha Bija mantra. She who recites the Kurcha Bija mantra. She who is of excellent family. She who is adored of practitioners of Kulachara. She who is the cause of love to the practitioners of Kulachara, the behavior of excellence. She who is the behavior of excellence. She who is the joyous one. She who illuminates the path to excellence. She who is the supreme divinity of Kashi. She who takes away all difficulties. She who gives blessings to Shiva, the Lord of Kashi. She who causes the male lord to become intoxicated. She who is the beauty of the Lord of Kashi. She who moves swiftly to remove darkness. She who has tinkling bells at her girdle. She who dwells in the mountains of gold. She who displays radiant wealth on the top of her cloud. She who is the bliss of recitation of the Bija mantra of desire, Kriya. She who is the intrinsic nature of the Bija mantra of desire, Kriya. She who destroys the backbones of the worshipper. She who is the entire family of desires. She who dissolves the subtle body into the causal body. She who is all of Maya, what can be perceived through the senses, conceived in the mind, are known through intuition and beyond. She who is the ultimate respect, the perfect perception of peace in the mind and peace in the heart.